Welcome back to Bathurst for the Formula Vee Mount Panorama Challenge. Now, young 16-year-old Aaron Russell is making his racing debut this weekend. He may be nervous, but spare a thought for his dad.
What can I say? It's like, ugh. But he's doing a great job. He picked up 10 spots on the start. He got another couple just then on that lap, so he's going forward. First time at I'll get the words out, mate. I'm sorry, but first time here at Bathurst, first race meeting in Australia. I'm so proud of him. He's been driving since he's 2, like his brother, so he can handle a car and a go-kart and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, it's funny. I don't worry about the hurt factor too much. It's just ability and what they're doing, and he seems to be doing a fantastic job.
The Formula Vee Mount Panorama Challenge continues at Bathurst. On board with Ian Chivas in race 3, and that is Drew Beecham, who did all the hard work in the last race, going from the back of the field to 22nd. He's going to have to do it again. And another one off. Down at the chase, Darren Williams. A bit of motocrossing there and working the V-dub suspension.
And he's kept his boot into it, as has Anthony Kavanagh. Full power slide, full opposite lock coming onto the start straight.
And Drew Beecham just gassed it up at Orange Corner and couldn't pull the creative machining up. Couldn't do any creative driving. Oh, hang on, there's a car over at Cat Corner.
That's John Caspero, and you can see now he's looking a bit... He's on edge. He thinks the flames are on him.
The car upturned. It's on fire. He's managed to crawl out of there and escape the zone.
And you can just imagine the fear going through the guy's mind. He's just ended up on his head, and there he is. He's okay.
You can see there the discoloration of his driving suit, and you can have a look at the roll hoop there that has really done a great job looking after him, but there's fluid pouring out of that car. So the safety car now heads back to pit lane, and our leader, Ryan Simpson, stands on the throttle, and they have gone nuts.
Unfortunately, it seems that none of them have kept the heat into the tyres on the safety car laps, which is critical, because when you come around for the restart, you power down onto that last corner, your tyres need to be warm.
That was David Cutts, who started position 3, but all of that work is undone, and the fight for the lead is on. And it's not just between Simpson and Ben Porter. There's Gary Ogden tucked up into the slipstream. Steve Butcher here in the red number 2 car trying to catch up to them. There's a car. It's Ogden in the grass on the run up Mountain Straight, but he still takes second spot.
I can't believe Benjamin Porter's probably planning his run down Conrod Straight to take the lead, but he's taken it on Mountain Straight.
A 3-car dice. They climb towards the cutting for the final time. Ben Porter in car 1, and just having a quick look there in the mirror. He needs that reference point so often. He needs to know where everybody is. Here is a replay of the restart, and David Cutts a little bit too eager, a little bit too early.
But he wasn't the only one to do it, as you see another one there gassing it right up, opposite lock.
Oh, Matthew Pearce straight into the fence and didn't even get to the control line. And this was out of control. Gary Ogden on the grass on the crest of Mountain Straight.
Well, they say there's nothing better than a one-lap dash after a safety car period, and Formula Vee is really turning it on here at Bathurst.
The 3-car fight for the lead has become a 4-car fight for the lead. Ben Porter leading across the top of McPhillamy Park, dropping down Brock's skyline, and he pulls over there. Gary Ogden slips on by, but is this part of the strategy?
Part of the strategy and part of what he's learnt during races 1 and 2. Slipstream down Conrod Straight. Nothing wrong with being in second place, going onto the straight for the last lap.
Look at them stacking up. Michael Kinsella in the blue car in 5th spot has made it now a 5-car dice. Ogden, the leader, at the exit of the elbow. Has he got enough to outrun them to the checkered flag?
Well, Ben Porter's got his eyes on Ryan Simpson, but behind him is Ogden, who also has got plans.
Have a look at this. It's 2 sets of 3 cars. Now, Porter going for the lead, pulls out from the slipstream. The green flag's there. They know it is time to go. And here comes Ryan Simpson down the outside. So Ogden, who was the race leader, is now fighting just to hang on to second, and he's on the wrong side for the chase.
And that's just let Benjamin Porter get away, who gave away first place going over Skyline, but it's paid dividends.
It was a cunning plan, but it's worked out quite nicely. He's clear on the exit of the chase. 1 corner to go in race 3 of the Formula Vee Mount Panorama Challenge. Ryan Simpson's too busy covering second spot. He's not going to catch Ben Porter, and a yellow flag on display there anyway. No passing. Ben Porter takes his 2nd race win of the weekend at Mount Panorama and is slightly happy about it.
We've seen drivers take the car over to the pit wall to celebrate with their crew, but that celebration there was very unique.
should be very happy taking race 3. All of the Formula V guys have turned it on. Porter the winner from Simpson and Ogden. Kinsella worked his way through to 4th, and Andrew McLaughlin rounded out the top 10. Well, that's it for the Formula V Mount Panorama Challenge, the WPS Bathurst Motor Festival. Next week, we'll be bringing you all the action from the rocking Kingswoods, the HQ Holdens. On behalf of Damien White, I'm Aaron Noonan. We'll see you next time.